Welcome everybody and welcome to this session of chair yoga. So the length of this class is about 50 minutes. I will start by going through a few of the alignment tips, how we want to be sitting on the chair as we move, what is the sort of basic neutral position. And along the class, I will be sharing a few thoughts of why we're doing certain things, what are the benefits, and showing also a few modifications. Very important that you move according to what feels good to you. So, for instance, if we're reaching the arm up, or I'm reaching my arm up, if that's not available, then you can just lengthen the side of the body if you want. Same thing with the if there is a little bit lesser mobility in your lower body today, modify as need be and do not feel pressured to sort of copy what I am doing. Remember that at the end of the day, this is a yoga practice and it starts with breath and awareness. So everything from there, a bonus. All right, so let's get started. So we start by finding a good posture on our chair. So ideally your chair hasn't got any wheels and it's the classic with 4 legs. Bring the spine a little bit away from the back of the chair. So I'm just going to turn, so those who are doing this for the first time. So you want to have space between the back of the chair and your spine. And then you want to bring your ankles underneath your knees. So we very often kind of tend to sit a little bit like this, or the feet just tend to go to the side, or just relax a little bit. So here, try to have an even distribution of weight or sense of the ground throughout the soles of the feet. So you're not rolling to the outside edges of the feet or collapsing inwards. And I will be reminding you as we go along. So if you have a tendency of sliding your feet back, I'll remind you to bring them underneath your knees unless we do a posture where we modify the basic pose a little bit. Then when we sit here, you want to be lengthening your spine and bring the shoulders on top of your hips. So again, quite often we tend to be a little bit forward leaning and even hunching the shoulders a little bit forward, and then the neck comes down. And this causes a little bit of a stretch here in the neck, in the lower back, weakens the abdominal muscles because we're not using them. So opening the chest, so a gentle rolling the shoulders back, lengthening the spine, so you might even start feeling that gentle activation of the abdominal muscles straight away. And then start off with just bring your arms resting on your lap, have the palms facing upwards. And again, there is a reason for this. So if we are palms facing down, we might start tensing our fingers and fingertips without even knowing. And there's a lot of nerve endings in the fingertips. The most nerve endings we have in our body are in the fingertips. So having the fingertips pointing upwards, you minimize the feedback from going through the nervous system to your brain. So it already helps to quiet things down a little bit. And also we're not even accidentally gripping or tensing anything. All right. So this is a basic position. And as you see, it's not just about sitting on a chair. There's quite a lot of things going on here. All right. So I'm just going to turn back to facing you. All right. And then from here, you can just close your eyes a few moments and just get a sense of how you feel. So also acknowledging how you feel in the body. If there are parts in this type of posture that feel a little bit strange or new, that's fine. But we want to give ourselves the time to acknowledge what is happening right now. And also to imprint this posture. So with time and as we practice more and more, this comes as a second nature. So feeling the feet against the ground. Maybe there is a temperature that you can feel through the soles of the feet. Some of you know that I live in a converted warehouse, so it's a little cold, and that's fine. Then the ankles are right beneath the knees right on top of your ankles. And then you have a line from your knees to your hips. And then on the chair, take a moment to feel your sit bones pressing against the chair. And then lengthening the spine, remembering that the shoulders want to be on top of the hips. Extending the spine ever so slightly. Allowing the shoulders to draw down. So whilst the spine goes up, the shoulders want to come down. Feeling that there's space between the shoulders and your ears. And then relaxing the whole face, especially the jawline, again, a place where we tend to have a lot of tension and we don't even realize it. So relax that whole area around your face, the skin and the muscles. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing your inhales and exhales. Again, maybe there's a temperature you can observe going in through the nostrils. And maybe you can even experience the temperature having changed with your exhale. And see if you can find a nice steady rhythm for your breath. The idea being that when we start moving, you move according to your own breath. So my movement is more of an indication. And I do not want you to hold your breath or rush your breath just because I move in a slightly different tune than you might. But rather keep tuning to your own rhythm, your own breath. Nice. And you can flutter your eyes gently open if they were closed. Release your arms to the side. You can shake your hands a little bit. And then roll the shoulders ever so gently. So again, here you can see if you can move the shoulders according to your own breath. And then at the suitable moment, you can change the direction. No rush. So this gives you the time to observe the movement and how do the shoulders feel. Very nice. Then bring the shoulders to stillness, bend your elbows, you make a gentle fist with your fingers and start circulating your wrists. And again, this is a lot more difficult. So, but you can, again, it's kind of always, making a little bit of an experiment with yourself as well. Can you move your wrists to the tune of your inhale and exhale? And I find this really difficult. I actually do like one round inhale, second round exhale. It's just these experiments. And then changing direction. Yeah. And then interlacing your fingers in front of your chest. Turn the palms away from the body. Stretch. You can arch your back a little bit. Maybe the chin comes to the ground. And if it's available for you to lift your arms, you can lift your arms to the sky. Just stretching. Really finding a nice big stretch here. Good. Take a side bend to your right. Keep both of the feet on the ground. And then coming up. And then to the other side. And coming. And then gently lowering the arms, keeping the fingers still interlaced, pushing away with the heels of the hands, and then you can separate the fingers and then allow them to come to the side. Very nice. Notice where your feet are, if they've moved. Are you still holding your ankles underneath your knees, lengthening the spine, and then tilt your head to one direction, allowing for the neck to stretch. It doesn't matter which way we go first. We'll do both sides. And gently rolling the chin to the chest and finding the other side. Keeping the face nice and relaxed. Then rolling the chin to the chest, enjoying a little bit of that stretch at the back of the neck. And your next suitable inhale, bring the chin up, nose a little bit towards the sky, opening the space underneath your chin. Exhale, gently bringing the chin back to the chest. Inhale, lifting the nose towards the sky. Exhale, chin parallel to the ground. Take a nice inhale here. And next exhale, you turn your nose to your left. So getting a diagonal stretch across the face and neck. Next exhale, bring the face back to the middle and straight away to the opposite side. Breathing here. And next exhale again, face to the middle, going back to the original direction. And one more time, exhale, face to the middle and to the other side. Notice here how your shoulders are drawing down. Good. And to the middle. Very nice. Then bring your fingers to your shoulders and we start doing rotations again. So if your fingers don't want to be on your shoulders, that's fine. You can do these rotations as we did the first round. So just allowing your arms to be on the side. And then changing direction again at the suitable point. And bringing the elbows down. Then bring your fingers to your ears. So just gently touching the back of your skull with your fingertips. Thumbs are somewhere by your by your ears. And here, notice that you keep your abdomen a little bit, so we keep the, what do you call it? So keep it not tense, but active. So we're not arching. We are only bringing forward when we bring the elbows back. So inhale, now opening the chest, belly comes a little bit forward. And then on an exhale, shoulders coming together, elbows coming together even, belly button towards the spine. And again, inhale, opening up. Exhale, elbows together. And I don't know if anybody remembers that BBC documentary about animals speaking. It was a comedy thing where you had these birds going, daytime, nighttime. Please continue. I just need to let Monica in. But if you want, I can send you the daytime, nighttime link. It's hilarious. A few more. And then bringing the spine up, relaxing the arms. And just take a moment here. You might feel the blood flowing. Settling with your breath again. Checking that your feet are where they should be and that the spine is nice and tall. And releasing the arms to the side. So we'll do some side bends. Again, if for any reason you can't lift your arm up, that's fine. You can just forget about the arms and just work with the side of the body. So modify as need be. But again, making sure that we get the gentle activation of the core. Flipping your left palm open on an inhale, bring the arm all the way up, reaching up. Exhale, take a side. Inhale, come straight up again. Exhale, turn the palm down, bring the arm down. And we stay on the same side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue. Inhale up. Give yourself a smile when you're doing this. And again, there is a reason. Don't smile because of nothing, but it relaxes your facial muscles. Frowning puts a lot more, well, requires a lot more muscles tensing than smiling. But up to you. Do you want to be tense or do you want to be relaxed? And then one more time, bringing the arm up. Side bend. Up. And release. Okay, take a moment here. Evening yourself out, sensing one side has been moving, the other one not yet. So maybe you feel the two sides a little bit different now. Maybe not. That's fine too. Then flipping the right palm open, I'm going to move my plant. So I'm not going to send it flying. Flipping your right palm open. Inhale, bringing the arm up. Exhale, side. Inhale, arm. Exhale, palm down, arm down. And we continue. And I think we have two more. And the last one. Nice. Very good. Okay. And just take a moment to feel what is. checking that you have it still, what's the temperature underneath your feet, or maybe there is a texture, a carpet or something. And then lengthening the spine whilst allowing the shoulders to grow down. Good. And bringing your hands to your lap. So now you can have the palms facing upwards. Just be mindful that they stay quite relaxed so we don't start pushing the shoulders up by accident because the palms are down. We start making semicircles, not semicircles, full circles. If you want to do a semicircle, you can, but an option here, if you want, you can always shuffle yourself a little bit more forward on the chair if you want to take a little bit more of a back lean. But if you bring the back away from the chair, move your feet accordingly. And then changing direction. Yeah. Nice. And then coming up. Hopefully nobody's feeling too dizzy here. And then stepping the legs a little bit wider. So adjust your seat so you feel you can still get that sense of your sit bones underneath. And then lifting the shoulders, no, the spine up, shoulders still down. Feet, so heels are in, toes are out. We still kind of want to have the knees on top of your ankles. So we're not letting the knees collapse or so the feet slide in weird directions, but still so having a sense of where the body parts are and this alignment of the bones and joints. Because again, the reason being that if we let the knees collapse, we actually are stretching the ligaments and tendons in the knees. Nothing's going to happen straight away. But in the long run, just good idea to get into the good habits. Same with the joints in your ankle. Especially if you know that you have a tendency to roll your ankle. It's quite useful to sort of get that sense of how does it feel when your feet are evenly on the ground. Okay. So hands on the belly of the muscle and few rounds of seated cats and cows. So inhale is your cow, bringing the chest open, ribs can open up a little bit, shoulders behind, and exhale is your angry cat. You can bring the gaze to the ground. And continue again. You can even close your eyes if you want. So inhale is your cow, chest open. Exhale, rounding the spine. And just getting a sense of this, the spine as a structure, the vertebrae moving. Maybe paying a few moments of attention to the shoulder blades, how in your cat you're spreading that space between your shoulder blades. And a few more. And the next time, and there's no rush, next time you come away from your cat, straighten your spine. Nice. Keeping the hands on your lap. Now moving towards the lower part of the body. So keep your toes down. Try to keep a sense of all of your toes. Maybe bring the feet a little bit closer and lift your heels up. And then lower. Lifting the heels up and bring the shoulders on top of your hips and low. And continuing like this, but again, really when you lift the heels up, you press down with all your toes and see if you can identify them. At least the big toe and the little toe. Good. And remember to breathe, because sometimes when we really start focusing on a movement, we can start holding the breath. Usually the brain will tell to stop breathing again, but luckily. But again, an interesting thing to observe. And one more heel lift. Good. And release. And then we do it the reverse. So heels stay down, lift your toes up. And release. Lift your toes up. And release. And we continue. So again, inhale is the lift. Exhale brings us down. Good. And release. Nice. And then bringing your feet to the front. And then lifting your right knee up. And you can flex and point your ankle. Keep the shoulders drawing down. Ankle can also circle. And then move into the rotation. So holding the knee if you want and starting to circle the arm. Circle the whole leg in the socket. And change direction. And then bringing the heel down, you can slide that ankle forward, lift your toes, start drawing the toes towards the right kneecap. Maybe there's a little bit of a forward fold, just trying to get a sense of that stretch in the calf, maybe behind the knee. But keep the top part of the body nice and open so we're not rounding, but keeping the spine very tall and having that sense of the sit bones on your chair. And then gently bringing the heel towards the body. And then if it is available, lift your ankle over your knee. If this is not possible, you can get even a shoe box. So let me show you just so we have the option visible. So shoe box could be a book. You can bring your foot here and then just open the knee to the side. It will give you also the same idea here of the hip opening. If the ankle doesn't want to come to the knee. And then here, option also to have a little bit of a forward fold. If you want to get to the outer hip as well. Nice. And then gently lifting your chest. And if available, you can then bring the knee on top of the other knee. And then take your left hand, bring it to the right, outside the right knee, and then turn the chest to the right. Then you can have maybe the right elbow is resting at the back of the chair. Keep lengthening the spine and breathing normally. Nice. And again, exhale, chest to the middle, release your leg down. And then returning to our neutral seat. Feet on the ground, lengthening the spine, taking a moment to notice if there is any feedback from the body. So that's why this is a chair yoga and not chair exercise. We take our time to really observe what is coming up, and also using the breath as a way to anchor the body and to connect all the different layers we have. The physical, the energetic, the headspace. And then, surprisingly enough, we go to the other side. So lifting your left knee up, hold it, and then ankle first. So here when we lift, again, notice that we're not pulling and maybe bringing the shoulders up, but it's rather a hold, and the shoulders want to stay low. Good. Releasing your right hand and moving on to the rotation. And then changing direction. Bring the foot down and then sliding that heel forward. Lift the toes. Bring the toes towards the kneecap. Maybe there is a little bit of a forward lean. And then again, sliding the leg back. Either lift your ankle over the knee, or again, you take your prop and you can rest the foot on it. Again, maybe two sides are moving differently for you, so that's fine. See what's available. And then here, getting again as the sense of what's happening in the hip flexor, but also in the outer hip. Maybe there is a little bit of a forward lean. Maybe not. And then lifting the spine back up, sliding that leg across. And then taking now your right hand to the outside of the left knee and turning to the left. Keep lengthening the spine. Breathing with your full breaths. And exhale to the middle, releasing the leg. And we'll take a few moments here just to tune in again. Good. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of left-right coordination with the upper body and lower body. So again, if there is a body part that hasn't got the mobility that you might see me doing, that's fine. Either skip or do what's available. All right. So hands on the side, finding that length again. So shoulders are on top of your. That scared me. It was out. ambulance outside. Spine is finding the length through the spine. And then on an inhale, lift the left arm, right knee, good. Exhale, release. And to the other side. And move to the tune of your own inhale and exhale. If you want, you can close your eyes. Sometimes that might affect the balance still, so just be mindful with that. And if you want, we can modify this. So I'll just show a few options as we go along. You can stay with this version or try a few of the others. Okay. Just need to go on the right side first. Good. So you can straighten the leg. So the whole leg and arm become a little bit parallel. This requires quite a lot of upper body strength, I just realized myself. So again, maybe just a few rounds. Or you can lift the arm all the way up, lift the knee a little bit higher. So just to show a few examples where we can go with this, or if you practice at your own time, how to vary things a little bit. And we do one more. Nice. Okay. Perfect. All right. So we'll let's have a big stretch, a little bit of a back bend, and then we have a relaxation because running out of time for this class. So big stretch. You can come a little bit more forward on the chair, mindfully, of course. I don't want anybody to fall on their face. So keep the soles of the feet on the ground so you still have that touch point. But legs even maybe a little bit wider than they were in your cats and cows. And then you can also, you have space here because you're a little bit more forward on your chair. You can have a space to get a little bit of a back lean as well, depending how your stretch goes along. Taking your left hand, you can slide your left arm down your leg and then opening the chest to the sky. And if you want, your right arm can open up again. So you kind of creating this big stretch, maybe spreading your fingers, breathing here. And then coming up slowly, slowly. And getting to the other side, sliding the arm down. You can just open the chest. If the arm wants to open, you can. So it's like you're welcoming the skies. Apparently, October has been like one of the rainiest months in the UK ever. And it's raining again, by the way, here. So let's go to the other side. So I can't believe that. Just came to my mind from the creaking of the sky. And up. And we'll do the other side. Open. And then bring your legs to the front. For the back bend, I'm going to turn sideways again so you can have a better idea what I mean with my words. Some of you have heard this 20 million times, but that's fine. So for the back bend, again, we want to start in our basic position. So ankles, knees, hips, straight spine. And then grab hold of somewhere at the back of the chair. And then gently on an inhale, you start bringing the chest forward. It's almost like you're hanging off the chair. Breathing here. Bringing the shoulders back. And a third round of inhale and exhale, straightening the spine. Returning to our neutral position, taking a moment here. So back bends are considered often quite energizing. We're literally opening the chest. So it's not only a back bend, it's actually a heart opener, chest opener as well. Also, it opens the shoulders. So again, if we know that we spend a lot of time like this is the exact opposite. So nice way of balancing the body. So we'll do two more if you want. If you don't want to do two more, then don't. So holding the chair, taking an inhale, opening up, drawing the shoulder blades together. Neck is nice and relaxed. Face is nice and relaxed. And one more inhale. And exhale, straightening the spine. And the third one, if you wish. Grab the chair. Inhale, open the chest, stretching the belly. And two. And one more. And straighten. Good. And now you can make use of the back of the chair. So still not a complete collapse. Still keeping the feet on the ground, ankles underneath the knees, but you can have a little bit more of a relaxed or supported upper body. You can bring the hands to your lap, palms facing upward. So like we started. And also like we started, you can scan through the body. So feeling the feet against the ground. Having the sense of the lower leg from your knee to your ankle. And the upper leg from the knee to your hips. Taking a moment to notice the sit bones against the chair. And then tracking the back of the body along the spine. So the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Having an awareness of the arms drawing down, finishing at your lap. And noticing the gentle weight of the hands on your lap. And your fingers are not touching one another. And even with your eyes closed, you can have that sense of space between each of your fingers. So it could be the tiniest gap, but there is that air lightness there. And then coming to the head, so relaxing the skin and the muscles of the face. Separating the teeth at the back of the mouth again. And then bringing the focus to your breath. As we sit in stillness and silence for a few moments. And very gently from here, without the need to change or move, change anything or move quickly. Just become aware of what is right now. And maybe you can hear sounds from outside the room that you can identify. One by one, just noticing the sound and letting it go. Not getting attached to or starting to wonder where it comes or where it's going. Just like our thoughts. They come and go. And we don't need to get involved. And then you can turn the palms facing the legs and maybe just rub your palms gently against the top of your leg. Drawing the spine away from the back of the chair, and the eyes can still be closed, and you just find that nice neutral position where we started. And just take a moment to notice maybe there is a shift of some kind that has happened compared to what was 45 minutes ago. Maybe the mind feels a little bit more settled or the breath flows a little bit easier. Or maybe we just feel a little bit taller in the spine, a little bit more mobile in the body. And we bring the hands together in front of the heart space and take a moment to thank ourselves and each other for having made the time to share the chair yoga practice today. Thank you very much. Thank you.